I'll start with you, Cindy, to give us a little overview of what do you see the trends are at this time here for venture capital in Silicon Valley.
Well, the world of venture capital is constantly in an evolution. It never stands still. And if you look at the past 2 quarters here in Silicon Valley, what you'll see is, first of all, a retrenchment to some extent in response to the trends in the market. So as the unicorns came down in valuation, the SaaS companies came down in valuation, many of the VCs were out raising large amounts of capital to kind of put in the storehouse, but they became much more cautious, if you will, about how to deploy that capital. The data I've seen shows that Q1 of 2016 was actually the lowest number of early stage investments in the last 10 years. So pretty dramatic.
I think there's been a historic trend to look to the sort of top 10 super funds and then gauge the entire market sector around that. And I will say in the first quarter we have seen some of the largest agricultural and food tech investing that have happened in the last 2 or 3 years. And so from that standpoint, there are areas that are sort of moving forward, there are areas that are sort of moving back. As we like to say, there are a lot of boats in the water right now. We're trying to see which ones are going to float. And now we're seeing things like VR. Recent study, EY suggested a $150 billion enterprise market in VR by 2020. When you start to see numbers like that, we haven't even begun to see the VR boom occur yet.